Okay. So I'm 19, almost turning 20, and I haven't given my first keys. I haven't had a girlfriend. Obviously, I'm a virgin, and I'm having this internal conflict in which it's confusing. I'm confused about what I want, and I'm confused about what I'm chasing. Kind of. Part of me is solid. Like it has like this foundation, and now and then I feel so uh, grounded in the fact that I want to wait till marriage. I'm waiting for my wife. I'm gonna lose my virginity with her. She's gonna be my first kiss. Probably I'm gonna be kissing, but it's like at the same time it's like, I mean these lips, they're numb. Like they're inexperienced. Like I haven't kissed anyone like ever. Not even like elementary girlfriends. Like I'm bad at this. But it's like, okay, I will eventually have a wife and it's going to be awesome. And it's like, this is what I've been waiting for my whole life. And people might be thinking, well, that's a fantasy. Like, most girls out there are horrible. They're all sluts. They're all just messing around. Like, you cannot trust girls. And I'm like, dude, that's your environment. Like, I quite literally know all these wonderful girls. And it's like, I know they're waiting till marriage. And when I talk to other kind of girls, they're like, well, I feel like there's no guys out there who are being serious about this. They're just so lustful. They just want the instant pleasure. Like no one's waiting till marriage now. So from both sides, we have the same thing. Like, so I'm like, man, if I think like this, I know there's a girl out there thinking like this. Like there's a girl for me out there with the same mentality, with the same values. Okay, and that's what I want. Like that's what I want. But on the other side, like I'm a man and I see girls and I see how beautiful they are, and maybe that's just human attraction, which I guess it is, but there's also this lust that I'm just like, girls are so attractive, and it's like, man, I don't know how people could be like gay or anything. Like it's weird. And I'm just gonna be super raw over here because I really want to express these thoughts, and like I'm in this weird point and it's super taboo maybe talking about this, and I don't feel like I can really talk about this with anyone because they might think I'm weird. But hey, okay, this is what's actually going through my head. I've talked with other guys my age, right? Who are maybe in a similar position that I'm in. They're around 20, maybe younger, maybe older. They have, like, they're basically virgins. They're like, oh, well, I was talking to this girl, whatever. She ended up dating her. We're like, I'm in the friend zone, whatever, blah. They're losers. Like, I'm just gonna be honest, they're losers. Like, they've got nothing going for their life. Maybe they've got like one thing they're good at. They're interesting in it, but they have like no charisma, no personality. Like, it's like, what's going on with your life, man? That explains it. But me, on the other side, like, okay, I don't. I've got a decent physique. Like, okay, I'm not ripped. I'm not Brad Pitt. The lighting over here is not making me justice, and I haven't taken care. Like, I'm a bad state. Like, I'm currently in a bad state. Like I haven't showered. Uh, I've got a few pimples. I've been eating a little bit dirty. But it's like I know if I just take care of myself in 2 weeks, I'll be back. I'll be back. This is because I just went to a party. I had some cake, and it's like, okay, dude, skinny neck, whatever. But actually, I feel so confident of who I am, of my persona, of like this character. And it's awesome. You say like, okay, yes, I'm not in this situation like these losers that I talk with. They're like, man, I want to have a girl so bad. I want to give my first key so bad. I just want to talk with this guy. I went to elementary with, and he's just like, hey, let's just talk about girls. Like, that's how it sounded. Like, what about you? Do you have a girlfriend? Is there a female like in the horizon? Like, are you talking with someone? Like, and then I ask him. He's like, well, I kind of have like this friend. And then I'm like, dude, he sounds like he's a loser. That explains it. But me on the other side, like I said, I know I'm no Brad Pitt or anything like that. But it's like I'm going to the gym and girls asking for my Instagram, for my number. I'm having this conversation. I'm sparking something. I'm dancing over here with ladies, and it's super fun. And and I know if I wanted, I could have a girlfriend, and and yeah. So it's like it's confusing because I guess if I really wanted to, I could, but at the same time, I don't want. So, and I kind of feel like I don't But that's kind of a lie. I lied to myself because I don't want to get into any situationships I would regret later. This is the thing. So when I was in middle school, all my friends started giving their first kiss. Like they even made these like games in which they would play like roulette and they had to kiss each other. And I'm like, dude, these guys over here, they like my best friend, guy friend, and my best female friend. They're just making out like next door in the classroom because like that's the game, and I'm over here just like knowing about it, but I'm like constraining myself, like I don't want to be part of that and that. And I was kind of a loser back there, so I've like yeah, I was like I understand. But in the time, I wanted to give my first kiss so bad. Like I didn't even care if we were like a couple or anything, but I just wanted to give my first kiss so bad, and it made me so frustrated that I was not part of that, and everyone else was like smooshing around. But like as of today, it's like thank God I didn't do that, because it's like I would just have wasted a kiss on like this girl in middle school who was like super mid, super average, and or like whatever. I would not even remember it. It would be so normal for me, and like I don't even regret not giving my first kiss till this point, right? And I don't regret not having a girlfriend and all, because I think the problem is when you're not able to interact with girls. You're not able to have relationship with them. But I have a lot of female friends. I have a lot of girls I talk to consistently, and it's like, hey, if I wanted to, I know I could be dating some of them. Am I scared about it? I kind of am. Because on the other side of this Alex who's trying to wait till marriage and have this perfect family or whatever and trying to be all Christian about it, like I get this lost in me, and it's like I just want to be a degenerate. I'm not even gonna lie. It's like, why am I not going to clubs, like to nightclubs? Why am I not like surrounding myself with this type of people that I know they're just smooshing around, you know? And some part of me is like, I know that's not me, but another part of me really wants it. And my problem right now is I really want to have sex. Like I would like I don't want to say I love, but it's like, man, now and then I just get this urge, and I'm like, I want to have sex so bad, and it's super weird because I don't know. It just gets me thinking, how can I be so grounded in what I believe in, this like holistic, wholesome, perfect thing I'm projecting, and then other days I just go to the total opposite, and like, hey, let me move, like I don't know what's a degeneracy, but let me move over here, let me just be going out to clubs and like dressing up girls, and it's like, I do that? I could. I know I could. But then other days it's like, man, what am I having all these like dirty thoughts, like what's going on with me? And it's hard because I've had this addiction to porn for a while now, and I've been trying to quit it. Obviously, I've been unsuccessful with it, so I guess that has also affected my view on sex a lot. So on one side is like I'm having this very grounded, but I know on the private, on my private life, I still watch porn, which messes up my perception of myself. And there's a few things. I don't even know where this video is going, but basically, some days I just want to have a perfect family, and I'm waiting till marriage, and I'm super okay with that. I have no urges. I'm not needy. Like, I'm flowing with that, and I'm okay with that. Some other days I just want to have sex so bad and be a degenerate. Like, why not? Let me go through that season. But this, I guess, involves a lot of things. Like, has different origins, different roots, different. I don't know. We can take different branches. One of them is, I saw this video about quitting porn a few days ago, and a lot of them talk about you being able to have like, well, what you're actually wishing is intimacy, so you have to start talking to girls. I realized that I was watching all this porn, and then I started talking to this girl consistently. I have started this relationship, like not dating, but just like we're actually just playing video games with it. And I realized during that time, because of that connection and kind of intimacy, I was not watching porn. And it's like, well, that's great, but hey, I'm talking with all these girls, and it's like genuine friendship, so it's like, that's not it. And then I saw this guy talking about self-love, and that's where I was like, could this be? Let me read you what I actually journaled, because I journaled about it, because I was like, man, could this be it? This is what I've been struggling with porn for too long. It makes me feel weak, dirty, undeserving, incapable, miserable. I'm tired. I've dug this hole too deep. Is this an addiction? This is the realization. Like, this is the question that really made me wonder what's going on. Is this an addiction? Just cover. Is this is this addiction just covering a lack of self love? And the thing is, at this point, it's not even pleasurable. Like, I've done it so much, I don't even get like. It's like literally like 2 seconds of pleasure at the end of it, and it's like, what's the point of this? It's not even entertaining. It just wastes my time. It just wastes my time. I'm ruining my head, my mind, my brain, and like I don't even like find pleasure in it anymore. I'm just doing it like out of a habit. But then I thought, what if I'm doing this? And I started to pay attention. When do I do it? Why do I do it? How am I failing? How am I like? What's going on? What triggers it? And and I guess I often recur to this when I'm like feeling a little bit down. When I'm like I'm just bored maybe, and I have to be serious with myself. I have to face some problems, and I'm like, let me just distract myself with this. And it has just become a habit too. Like, I've done it for so long, it's just a habit. It's just part of my routine. Which obviously, I'm not saying that like, oh, that's just who I am. Not by any means. That's not an excuse. I'm just saying that's how it feels right now. But what I realize is when I'm feeling super good about myself, I don't do that because I'm like, what? Like, that makes no sense. I'm feeling so good right now. I'm like, my level of pleasureness, dopamine, I guess, at this level of how I'm feeling with myself. Like, okay, let me give you the best example. I love dancing salsa. So when I go to my salsa classes, I take a shower, I dress nice, I go there, and I'm feeling, because I'm super good at it too. Like, okay, I'm not the best, but I can enter flow state and be dancing. So when I do that, after I come back, I'm just covered in sweat because I just went dancing. I was smiling with my party, blah blah blah. Same thing after a gym session. I'm just like sweating. I'm feeling great. Or after, it's like, this is awesome. Like, I'm feeling so good that I don't even feel like watching it because it's like, okay, yeah, I get the porn high, but then it's like, it's not compared. Like, it's not even close. So it's like, when I'm feeling so good about myself, so then I realized, is this addiction just covering a lack of self-love? Is it loneliness? Is it loneliness? Self-love? Connection? What the fuck? I do want to have sex so bad. Like, I have to admit that to myself. I do want to have sex so bad. But I also want to do it with my wife. Like, someday, like eventually. But at the same time, it's like, I know my wife will not. Like, this is my problem too. I see maybe, like, I'm attracted to, like, I don't want to say everything because that sounds like I'm gay or something, but like, I believe every person is beautiful, and I see it and I'm like, that's beautiful, that blah. Now and then I'll be like, hey, you just need to take a little bit of care, like, blah blah blah. But most people, I believe, they're generally beautiful. And okay, maybe there's people who are like more beautiful than others, but still in that range, like, there's a lot of beautiful people. So when they ask me what's your type, I'm like, I don't care if she's black, if she Asian, if she white, if she blonde, she brunette, blue eyes, gray eyes, whatever. They're all beautiful. Like, in all of those categories we make, there's always someone beautiful. So it's like, man, there's like, literally, it's like me going to the ice cream shop and I'm like, there's all these options. Which one should I choose? I know when I'm going for an ice cream, today I'll choose lemon, and next week I'll go like for mango, next week strawberry, but I just know it's an ice cream. Like, I'll enjoy it and it was good. But I know whatever option I go, I will enjoy it. But it doesn't really matter who I choose because I have the opportunity to choose it again, like the next time I go to it. You get my point? But it's different with girls. Like, in my case, because I'm like, okay, I have to choose a wife. This is not like this for a week. I'm having her like for my life. So obviously, I'm talking about the packaging. What about the lady? I'm gonna have to go with personality. So it's like, okay, now I have to choose over like, what's her personality? Is she cool with it? Is she cool with that? Values, beliefs, and all this other super important stuff. But just obviously when you're having sex, you're not thinking about if like what's her political stance. You're just having sex. That's what I think. Well, that's what it seems. Um, you both know what you're doing. Like, this is not something serious. You know you're not marrying. So who cares if I voted for this side or this side? Um, yeah. So I don't know. I'm at this weird point. I've started watching this. So I was too distracted. Um, so I deleted Instagram, and I've been off Instagram for a month and a half right now. I deleted. Then I switched Instagram for Prime Video, so I was watching movies, which I never do. Like, I hate movies. I don't even enjoy them. But then, since I was not doing it, like since I was not watching social media, I started watching movies, and I was like, nah, this is just bad. Now I'm spending 2 hours watching the same thing. Okay, let me delete this, and I just stopped paying my subscription. And then actually it was a free trial, so when it ended, I was like, nah, I'm stopping right now. And then lately I've been watching a lot of YouTube, and it's like, nah, I'm just going one thing after other because I'm just covering these feelings, I guess. I'm avoiding something. And lately I've been watching. This is kind of cringe. Okay, so those videos like there's a white background. There's five girls, five dudes, Tinder in real life, fast dating, choosing my sister's boyfriend, blind dating, three bachelors. Those kind of weird videos that at the end of the day are just entertaining and degenerate. And I've been watching a lot of those, and it's super fun because most of the dudes they're handsome, most of the girls they're beautiful, and it's like, nah, I'm going back to my same point. Like, I don't know, it's so hard. It's so hard. And I do want to have sex so bad, and I'm like, I just don't want that this desire ends up ruining what I actually want, which is a healthy family and stuff. But at the same time, it's like, man, let me just experience a little bit, because I know this comes out of inexperience. I've never like the closest I've been to a girl is me dancing salsa, and I'm like over here grabbing her hips, maybe I'm giving a spin, I'm grabbing her waist, maybe over here her neck, whatever. So it's like, okay, and that's the thing. I know most guys who are losers, they haven't even had contact with a girl. I'm over here like, and I'm like, at the beginning, like I said, I was a loser. It was super awkward. I was not comfortable with it. At this point, like touching it, whatever, it does feels nice. But I'm just chilling with it. But my point with this, what was my point with this, is that I'm so inexperienced. I know I am. And obviously, I guess this is what gets me the curiosity. It intrigues me, and I'm like, why not? But at the same time, I know if I have done it, if I was not inexperienced, I wouldn't have this desire because I would have already done it. Like, I would like what's going on. I was just watching this video. It's a show called Date Show or something like that. It's called Updating Show, and I saw this guy. He was like this super handsome guy, jacked, whatever, 6', whatever, finance guy. He was just like, he was mugging basically, but he had no personality. Like, his personality was he was just handsome and he was kind of interesting. He had a few things going on, so it's like, okay, he's decent. And then this girl over here, she was cute, yeah, actually she was cute. I was like, no, solid. And they started talking and whatever. For whatever the reason, they didn't match. But I was impressed that, like, she had like a body count of 8. He had like a body count of 4, which I guess is not super crazy. It's not like super degenerate. I guess if by the age of 24 you've hooked up 8 times, that's like, I don't think it's super crazy. I think it's crazy because I'm like at 0, and I'm like waiting for it to have 1 body count for my whole life, and this guy's over here having 4 body counts, which he wasn't actually a degenerate. 4 of those 4 girls were his 4 girlfriends. Like, so I think it's okay. Then the other girl had 8, which I don't think it's super crazy either. But then I'm thinking, dude, is that the life I want? Like, what's going on? And I don't know. At that moment, it's like, thank God I'm not that guy. Like, thank God I'm not super like that shallow and materialist and superficial, and I'm over here. Actually, it's confusing, man. It's confusing, man, because I'm not even going to lie. Like I said, I'm avoiding this so much. Like, I could have a girl right now. I could, and it would be. I would not be like dating ugly. I would have. It's a decent girl. Like, uh, I can think of maybe like three girls that are like okay, and I'm like, I could date her. But at the same time, it's like, why don't I? Well, because I know if I started dating her, maybe there's okay. There's a little bit of pride in me being a virgin. There's a little bit of pride in me. I'm like, I'm cool like that, and I'm still like, I'm restraining myself. I haven't given my first kiss, but I know a lot of it is not because I've had like the girl in front of me and I'm like rejecting her. I know it's because I've been avoiding it. I've been running away the situations in which that would be possible. Mm, but then it's like at this point, and at some point I didn't even have this opportunity. Like I could not be in these situations. I was a loser. But now I'm like, I'm not a loser anymore. Like I could if I wanted to. I've seen people who are way like worse than me have some like crazy experiences. I mean, by crazy I just mean like maybe dating someone that's cuter than them, obviously losing their virginity, and it's like, pfft, like I look down on them because like man, that's so shallow. But at the same time, I want it so bad, and I'm just avoiding it. And I don't know if that's the whole point of temptation, having it and knowing you have it, but not acting on it. But then I'll just be okay. I know like a big trigger for porn was social media. I don't even have girls in my like if I had social media right now, which I don't have. It's super. My social media is super clean. I wouldn't get anything like that. I wouldn't get triggered by it. No, at least not my Instagram. YouTube, like I said, I just fucked my algorithm recently with the videos I've been watching, so maybe a little bit. But literally, I'll just be walking down the street and I'll see like a nice booty, and I'll be like, what's going on in my head? What is this that I'm feeling? What is this that? So it's I don't know. I'm in a weird place, and I don't want to make something I'll regret. But then I'm just thinking about like flying to Miami or something, and like tasting everything, if that makes sense. Uh, fuck, fuck, what's going on? What's going on? I know, and also I know I could be a lot cooler than I am right now, you know. But part of me, and I don't know if this is me covering up the fact that I'm not, or this is actually genuinely a thought. Maybe it's both of them. I'm afraid that if I just become cooler, I just might lose it. You know, like if at this point girls now and then will ask for my Instagram, or now and like I can have a solid conversation with a girl, I cannot imagine how confident I would be like with a super tight shirt with a vice versa. Like right now, my physique is decent. I'm confident with it. I can go and talk, and I know girls like my physique is outstanding. But I'm like, imagine if I just had that vice of it. I would be so much confident, and I would imagine if I just had like no acne at all. I wouldn't be so much confident if I had no braces. Like these are fucking my feet soft because they're getting, I cannot brush them properly. But still, I'm managing him through that. I'm still cool like that. I'm still dancing. I'm still reading. I'm still like, I'm still super cool. But then I think, what if? Because I know I'm cooler. I'm just average, maybe for the cool guys. I'm okay with that. But I'm a little bit afraid that if I actually took myself more seriously and started developing more, I would I would just like start being a degenerate. I would just start like hooking up with girls, flirting, becoming a player, and I'm a little bit afraid of that. Uh, I don't know. It's dude, what's the disposition I'm taking? So yeah, that's basically the thought of the day. I don't know how to process it. I don't even know if I said anything. I don't think this helped cleared up my mind, cause still, I want to have sex so bad, and I think like okay, good thing I'm not doing it in my home in my city town because there's cute girls over here, but then I'll go to Chicago and I'm like I'm just fascinated all the time. And I'm like it's an ever ending amusing, but over here maybe now and then once a week I'll be like that's beautiful. So maybe I'm just waiting for me to go to Indonesia and be like, hey, I'm finally out of, I'm finally independent. I finally deserve it. I'm finally cool enough. Who knows? Maybe I just get a girlfriend over here and start mooshing. Maybe not have sex with her, but maybe just like start making out, like what's like just kissing and stuff like that. Cause it goes through my mind, you know. It's like I'm not like I'm not innocent. Like I'm not that innocent to not have those thoughts, which is kind of bad. Which I mean, it's actually bad, you know. But it's like I don't know. That's just life. You learn about that stuff. You first want to do it, but then you don't do it because you're a loser. Then you level up a little bit, and it's like now I could do it, but I'm a little bit afraid. But then it's like I'm actually not a degenerate, and it's like fuck. It's confusing. It's so yeah, this is the end of the video. I just wanted to share these thoughts with, with someone, I guess, on the other side of the screen. What the fuck? Like, no one's gonna make it to 25 minutes. 26 now. But heck yeah. Bye bye.